I'm trying to do a nice live video to show you what I've got, and the bloody thing just keeps dropping out. So I don't know how much you've seen. Uh-oh. She's just knocked my apple tree over. Far out, Brussels sprout. So, if you were following, I wanted to show you, I've got this huge vintage haul. Well, not haul, it's unearthed a heap of stuff. So I wanted to share it. This is one of the things, this beautiful fabric. I've already gone through a heap of stuff, so this is a pain in the neck. I reckon that'd be probably 1960s, 70s, maybe even a little bit earlier. Just got some little bits. I thought these would be good for needle books or textile collages or something. Just little ditzy florals. I mean, this would be good for chicken scratch even. This is a funny little floral. I had another nice floral. Where did I put it? This one. And I should go back and show this. Hopefully this video will not conk out on me, this live. I did have a title on the other one saying, you know, massive vintage linen unearthed. Look at this. It's on satin. It needs to be pressed to get that lot fold out. But that's a photograph printed on the satin, so you can then do ribbon embroidery and, you know, thread silk embroidery over it. I had imagined doing silk ribbon roses, flowers up here in her hair and around the top of her dress. Imagine the details you could do. So that's another thing that'll be going. I'm not interested in that anymore, that sort of stuff. I always wanted to do a lady and a house with garden, you know, like looking at a little cottage garden. I never did it. I wanted to. So there's that one. What else have I got in here? Now, again, I still haven't worked out which ones are going to stay in my stash and which ones I'm going to offer. Oh, Kathleen. The last... Oh, some of it's from home. A lot of it's I've found at home again. And some of it I've picked up from friends today and from a shop I went to earlier today as well. So again, I've got some stuff. I still keep forgetting to show you that the rose cross-stitch roses one that I've put aside for you to look at, Kathleen. I haven't got it out here at the moment, but I have kept it aside to show you. So again, I don't know which ones of these I'm going to stay in my stash and which ones I'm going to move on, but I thought I'd come and show everyone. I love these unfinished linens. So there's that. This is a Duchess set. Someone started it. And look at this. This is gorgeous. Oh, I love that. So it'll be interesting to try and, you know, whether I'd match the threads or what. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But there's that one. Put it this way, I was incredibly excited when I found these things. I had to ring my daughter and say, you're not going to believe what I've found. My kids are starting to think I might have ADHD. I've just been pinging. Haven't stopped. I've been still filling the other fabrics that people got last week. I'm still doing that. I think this one's going to have to stay in my stash. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look. Look. Isn't it beautiful? Look at the birds. I'm always looking out for birds. Bluebirds, I'm always on the lookout for. Australiana. I collect Australiana. I don't know why. I unearthed some of my stash a couple of months ago and found some Australiana, and I've just decided I'm going to continue to collect it. I must have been collecting it years ago because I've got some pieces. So I've been looking out for Australiana. I bought a piece last night with koalas on it from Nairi, I think. I think I got that one. I found a piece today. Wait till you see. I haven't even opened it yet. I don't even know exactly what it is. But I found another Australiana piece. I also collect Australian-themed linen tablecloths and tea towels because my son collects those and he has them framed and hangs them in his men's shed. He loves them. So I collect those as well. Here's another one. Another big tray cloth that's been started. Beautiful. I love this one. See, something like this, I could easily finish that and then put a crochet edge on it, and, you know, that one doesn't look like too much work. But the problem is, I want to do all the things. And I'm stretching myself a bit too thin because I just want to make everything and do everything. And now this one's a bit unusual just because of the colours mainly and the way it's been. So all the cottons are with it. I think it's just the black outline that's making me go, oh, that's unusual. So it's linen. And someone's done the butterfly. And then it's got this, what's that flower called? Is it a type of jasmine? There's one around here that's orange that looks a bit like that. So yeah, someone's done that. There's actually instructions with it. It was an anchor kit. Honeysuckle, it is honeysuckle. Looks like something from the 80s, maybe 90s, early 90s. And that's what it looks like. So it's designed to be framed, that one. I mean, you don't have to frame it, obviously. I don't think I'll hang on to that one. It's not my taste. I mean, that butterfly would look great in something, wouldn't it? And I've just, what a buffhead. Just knocked some of the threads off because I'm not paying attention. Let me pick these ones up. Okay, hang on guys, I'm going to have to... Oh, crikey. I can touch them. I just can't. Okay, I've got them. Woohoo! So all the cotton's there with that one. The instructions are there. And yeah, beautiful piece of linen that someone can finish if they're interested in that. Because I don't think I'm going to hang on to that one. I'm just putting it back in its bag so I don't lose it. Put all the bits back in. Okay. So there's these bags. I remember buying things in the 90s in these clip, the way they clip up here. They clip into the hook up there. There might even be a date on it somewhere. Sometimes when I have a good look, there's a date. Okay. Got some little bits and bobs here that I've got to sort through to show you properly. Now, I might show you this bit first. Here's some more bits, bit of tapestry. It's like a sampler piece, but that's a lovely piece of tapestry, maybe from the 80s or 90s, that one. I bought these to put in for the ladies that are making the quilts. There's only 2 panels, but hopefully they can use them. The lighthouse, is this one the same? No, it's different. The one on the other side. So I picked those up to send to those ladies, put in the box with the other quilting supplies for the ladies. And I think I got another one. Yep, here's a different one. Maybe they can use this one too. Don't know if they'll be able to, but I'm hoping it might be a bit of a starter or something. This one's got roses on it. And on the other side the same. It's a bit different, I think. Or is it the same? There's 2 there anyway. It's a shame there's only the 2. You know, if there was 6, possibly they could have made a quilt. Okay, also picked up just other little bits that I thought might be good for, you know, textile collages, little ditzy florals, because I've given a lot of mine away. And when I've gone looking for some recently, I don't have any. More of that. They're a bit different. And this bit of damask, this was in the scrap bin. Looks like damask to me. It's got lovely, it's not linen, this one, not like the ones I've got inside. But look at the beautiful flowers on there. So that might be nice for something. And this was in the scrap bin. This is Ada. This is linen. And it's worth a small fortune. And there's quite a bit of it there. So I found that too. Even Weave, it's called. Picked up a few more of these to add to my stash to do the flowers, because I'm sure I just dropped one. There it is. Got a bit of dropsy today, don't I? So these were only 50 cents, so I grabbed a couple to add to my stash for doing the flowers. They're not the best looking colours laid out there, but when I put them with the others they don't look too bad. Here is a sweet little linen embroidery, look at that. It's a cute little piece. Leave it alone, Bug, don't chew it. I'll fix it up later, darling. It's okay. She's walked over my apple tree and knocked it over. It's okay, darling, I'll fix it up when I'm finished here, okay? I've got some more, what are they called? Sandwich tray cloths. I've got a bit of a soft spot. I tend to collect sandwich tray cloths, and I find them good to put in the needle books as well. But look at these. I haven't soaked any of these yet. I love these ones. Look at this one. I've got another one the other day with butterflies on it too. Might even be the same pattern. This one looks a bit bigger though. So I've got those. All these, the ones that I've got from the room downstairs and the ones I picked up today, I want to soak them all. I'd soak everything before I list it, but I thought I'd show you guys what's coming up. Look at this. This is stunning. I think it is anyway. It's got a beautiful weight in it too. Look at that. It smells like dust. Isn't that funny? It just smells like dust. But it's absolutely stunning, this crocheted doily. There's that one. Put it back in its bag so it doesn't get, I don't spill coffee on it or something stupid like that. Here's another crocheted one, similar style, but it's got a bigger flare on the edge there. Crap, I just keep knocking everything. Okay, what else have I got? I thought I would add some beads to this one. I don't know if I know I've got some vintage beads. I'll have to find what I've done with them. I tried to look for some more today, but I couldn't find any. And I don't know whether to add this to my collection, because I also collect vintage jug covers, milk jug covers. I've got a few of these. So look at this one. It actually has milk in the filet lace. But someone's taken the, I don't know if they cut them off or if they fall off. They should have beads on the points. So there's that one. There's a pretty little, this is a pretty, oh goodness, I've got a cramp in my toe and it's not very pleasant. Look at this one. Isn't that sweet? I've got so many things to show you guys. This is just, wait till you see the other linens. They're all going to fall down. Here's another, that might be the one I've already shown you, the crocheted one. Here is a another sandwich tray cloth. This one, a lot of these that I'm finding are so threadbare. Look at this, look at the threads up here. But look at that, it's stunning. I never know. What are you chewing, bud? I never know whether to repair these stitches or not. Look at that, beautiful. So there's that little guy. What else is in here? I've got this great big one in here I want to show you, but there's another. Oh, I got a handful of these snaps again, because they're always handy, especially to put in the kits when I do kits. My eyes are itchy all of a sudden. There must be something out here irritating them. Okay. Now I've got this set of little, again, these need a really good soak. These are very old. Look at these. Beautiful little linen doilies. That one's backwards. That's the back of him. What I found though, that one's a bit deteriorated. What I found, when I soak these, I give them all a gentle soak, okay? And most of the time, it's brilliant. They come up magically. But see these really heavy stains? Sometimes when I've soaked them, the soaking causes these stains to disintegrate. So the whole fabric just disintegrates. So that's something I haven't worked out yet, whether I should be just not soaking at all. But I don't like to, if I'm moving these on, I like to make sure they're nice and clean, you know, and as stain free as possible. Obviously they're going to have stains, they're going to have holes because they're vintage. Some of this stuff's really old. Some of it would be over 100 years old. Okay, I've got this supper cloth with carnations on it. Beautiful heavyweight linen. Beautiful linen. And someone started to embroider one corner. And that's it. None of the others have been touched. Look, there looks like a bit of rust here. They've left a needle in it. But this linen is stunning. Beautiful, beautiful linen. There's that one. This one smells like dust too. I wonder if these came from the same place. It's interesting, isn't it? It's not a dirty smell, it just smells dusty. And that's another reason I like to soak them, because that gives them a pleasant smell. I've actually had a lot of messages lately saying, oh, when I open my parcel it smells so beautiful. And it must be just because I soaked the fabric. I can't think of what else it could be. There's nothing else I do. So this is the one that I bought specifically for my private stash. I haven't even looked at it yet, but I saw one side of it and I thought, I have to have that. Here's one of the, oh, it's torn in half. Okay, I can see what's happening here. Here's the instruction sheet. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely divine. I can't believe I found this. Okay, so there's the top half of the instruction sheet. I'm assuming that is the design. And there's the, how perfect is this for my Australiana collection? I'm so stoked. Women's Weekly, how about that? Decimal coin cloth special offer. I wonder if there's a year. It's certainly not new, that's for sure. I can't see a year anywhere. Here are they've wound all the threads onto a bit of card. So all the threads are included, all the stranded cotton. And they're all going to be, does it tell us? No. Semco. It's a Semco one. And here is it's huge. It looks like a big tablecloth. There's a lot of linen here. Look, there's the 1 cent coin with the sugar glider and the wattle. This is beautiful. I'm so in love with it. I'm so excited. There's the 50 cent with the coat of arms in the centre, the emu and the kangaroo and the wattle, the map of Australia. I just want to start stitching this. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited. There's the 20-cent coin. I reckon my son will love this one. Oh, so yeah, I'm not going to open it all here. I don't have a lot of space and I have a cup of coffee sitting on the bench, but I'm so excited about that one. I'm stoked, absolutely stoked. Love it. Oh wow, I can't believe I found that one. I'm elated, absolutely elated. I love it. My kids, I'm sure sometimes they think I'm a Fruit Loop. I mean, they do support my habit. My daughter sends me, you've probably seen, she sends me textiles sometimes. Her and her fiance help me out and send me stuff. Half the time when she sends me things, I'm like, I don't want to, I want to keep that. That's going to go in my personal collection. She's like, Mum. She sent me a piece of bark cloth recently. She thought it was the most ugly thing she'd ever seen in her life, and I loved it. I said to her, oh, that's going in my collection. She's like, Mum, I didn't buy it for your collection, but I love it, mate. It's beautiful. So I've kept a little bit of it. I've kept a little bit. It is beautiful. I'm going to have to make a needle book out of it or something, I think. Now, bear with me for a moment while I pack these away so I can bring out some more goodies to show you. This is something interesting I haven't seen before, not like this anyway. Vintage pins, and I haven't worked out if they're dressmakers pins or... My dad used to have pins when he was drafting, but they never came like this either. Look at these. I've never seen them like this before. If you've seen pins like this before, let me know what they are. They look quite sharp. So they're obviously packaged in something, whether they're in a box or packet or something, I don't know. But that's how I've found them. I thought they were really cool. Okay, I've lost you guys again. I hope it's just because you are busy and had to leave and not because my connection keeps dropping out. Okay, what have I got here that I can show you else? What else I can show you? Goodness me, my good and proper English is working today, isn't it? Let me finish this coffee. Oh, didn't quite finish it. Okay, what else have I got? Some vintage buttons. I am a big sucker for vintage buttons. So I did find some more today. Look at these guys. They've got dust in there. I'll have to clean that out, but how cool are they? But wait, there's more. I'm pretty stoked with some of these too. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? I love that. Again, I'm not sure whether that will go into my collection or whether it will be moved on. I haven't yet decided. I love this one. This one might have to stay with me for a while at least. Look at that. I am a huge sucker for vintage buttons. I haven't heard from that lady yet. I ordered some glass ones online, vintage glass, hand-painted glass buttons. I'll have to contact that lady and see what the go is there. And look at this one. This poor thing has seen better days, but I love it. Hang on. It's a bit stuck. Oh, look at that. So I've got 6 buttons and a matching belt buckle. I love that. Love things like this. Again, I'm a sucker for vintage anything really. You know what I do have? I think I've told you guys before. I've got a rather substantial collection of vintage teacup sets. You know, some of them are just the cup and saucers, some of the 3-piece sets. I've got a handful of tennis sets. I bought one again recently. I think maybe I did that before I knew, but they can't come with me when I'm moving, unfortunately. There's a lot of things I have to cull. I can only take a box, a packing box, taxi cab full, and I'm not going to be able to fit my vintage china, I don't think. So what I think I wanted to know was, if I list stuff online, would you guys buy vintage china online? I'm terrified of mailing it, absolutely terrified. So yeah, I don't know, let me know what you think. So I found some more, and again, I've been collecting these because I have a stash that was my grandmother's, and if I find them that are a good price, I add to the stash. Sometimes I'll put these in the vintage packs that I do, but I like these, and sometimes I like this. See, look how thick this thread is. That's nice to hand stitch with. Probably shouldn't because it's vintage, but I see people that just rip all the thread off and discard it because they just want the wooden bobbin. So at least I use some of the thread sometimes. I shouldn't have tried to fit all that back in one bag then. It was in two. Okay, what can I show you next? Let's show you some more stuff I found today, hey? I thought these were pretty cool. I don't know if someone would like these. Or they might end up in my stash. I don't need them, I've got enough. They're so soft. It's just wool, it's pure wool, tapestry wool for doing tapestries, but this is the stuff I've been buying to do the flowers, the big floral, you know, the Fleur Woods inspired sort of things. So I picked those up today. I've got to finish this coffee and get it out of the way. And I've got another drink down here below me because I knew I'd be still thirsty when I ran out of coffee. I've got a Diet Coke. I was really slack last night. I don't usually have stuff delivered to the house because it's expensive. But I'd run out of food. I haven't done my shopping. And because I don't have a car, I had some pizza delivered. I shouldn't eat pizza, it makes me so sick. I don't normally eat garbage like that, but I was so tired. I had a pizza delivered and a bottle of Diet Coke. I've got a glass of Diet Coke under here now. I turned off Coke. I've been drinking Pepsi Max lately. I don't know why, but I really enjoy it. Look at this. Some beautiful, beautiful. This is linen, the middle. I've got quite a few of these ones. Let me see if I can... Where have I put those little buggers? No. What have I done with them? They're here. Bear with me, guys. Again, some of these will stay in my stash because I just can't part with them yet. I love them. Here's another one. This is what I was looking for. Another one of those. And here we go. Here's a larger one. Again, I want to soak all these yet, but I wanted to show you some of the things that will be coming up in the next few days. But again, I won't be offering every single one of these pieces because some of them will be staying in my collection. That's a bit mean of me, isn't it? I don't mean to be mean. I'm just trying to sort through all this stuff. There's another one. There's another small one. Another small one. And I knew there was a few of them. There's more than I thought though. Another large one. another large one. So they're, I think that's all of them. They're linen. They're beautiful linen, and that lace around the edge. I'll have to look up what sort of lace that is because I can't remember the name of it. But they are beautiful. Now, let's get into some of these. Look at that. Little vintage hand embroidered linen doily. I love that. Little cutie. This next one might stay with me. Look at that. I'd like this for a needle book actually, and I've got the exact needle book in mind for that one. This is a pretty little, it's a bit unusual, the design, but it's lovely linen, beautiful edging. A couple of pansies, looks like pansies and hearts, I think. That one. I think this will stay in my stash. I'm always looking out for these, and they're really hard to find. So, yeah, not entirely decided yet. Here's another one of those. Does that match that one? I think it does. Look at that. There we go. There's two of those ones. There might even be bigger ones, like a Duchess set. I can't remember. I'm going to have to go through it all. This one might stay with me. Look at that. Look at that embroidery. Beautiful. I haven't decided yet, you know. You don't be surprised if I change my mind and say bugger it. They're all going to go because I've got bills to pay, guys. That one's very pretty. Cross stitch in that. Beautiful. It's like a teal colour, isn't it? Is that what you call it? Teal? There's another one. They're pretty. Again, they all need to be washed and pressed and starched. I starched them all. Look at that one. And that one might even stay too. I think this one will stay with me. I really like this one. Look at that. And again, I might change my mind. You never know. I'll see how I go. This one, I'm not sure about. It won't be staying with me. It's Hobby Text. And I don't know why I picked it up, but I'm sure someone will love it. It's got, I assume they're raspberries. I thought they were strawberries at first, but look at the crochet edging on that. And the other thing is, you could embroider over the top of that. That's one option. Or you could cut it out, or you could cover it, or, you know, there's lots of things. But that crochet edging is divine. Look at this. This one might stay with me. I've got another needle book this would be perfect in that I've started. Look at that. In fact, I might have it here. I can show you the one I'm thinking of. Here it is. Imagine that in that needle book that I've started. How cool would that be? That might work. I don't know yet. So yeah, not sure about that one yet. We'll see how we go. This one's pretty. I'm tempted to keep this one, but I won't because I don't think I'll use it. Look at that. Isn't she sweet? I like that one. This one's pretty too. Don't know what it is about this one. I don't know if it's the colour or the texture. I really like it, but I don't think I'll be keeping it. Look at that. It's beautiful. I've got a couple of these again, and I think I've got the matching large one. I keep coming across, popping these ones up. They're digging them up downstairs. I'm starting to think, the kids told me that my ex-husband, the one I'm actually still married to, used to buy a heap for me when I was really sick. And I can't remember. This one might stay with me yet. I'm not sure. I think this has got a big, matching big one, I think. And this one might stay with me too. Geez, I've got to let go of more, don't I? So there's a pair of these, and I think this has got a matching large one as well. But look at that. Look at that embroidery. Absolutely stunning. I need to let go of more. I didn't get these out to just sit on them all. This one's a bit unusual. It's linen. It's got a beautiful crocheted edge. But that embroidery is a bit unusual. Don't yell at them, please, darling. Willow. Hey. Willow. Come and sit down, please. I think this one will have to stay. I've got another. I'm not sure. I keep changing my mind. Look at that. She's very thin, very threadbare, this girl. But that would be lovely in a needle book. Again, I love this one. Look at that. Very pretty. Look at these. I love these, but I'm not going to keep them. I love them. I want to keep them, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be strong. I'm just looking for the front. I think this is the front. Look at that. The colours are divine, and there's 2 of them. Is that the front? Look at that. They're beautiful. This one's beautiful. This is that, I can't remember this lace. It's made on those prongy things. Tenerife, it's Tenerife lace. So this one might stay with me, I'm not sure yet. Look at that, Tenerife. I've actually got a book that I'm selling on how to make Tenerife lace. This one's cute. I don't think I'll keep it, but it's very sweet, and it would look great in a needle book. It's just a bit of broderie on glaze, and someone has crocheted around it. Isn't it sweet? It almost looks like a face mask, doesn't it? Look at that. That's very sweet, that one. I found some more of these woven ones. I had some of these the other day. Look at that. They're very nice. And these ones fascinate me. I think I've said that last time. I've got some large ones made out of this stuff. And I've got some of this lace that hasn't been, or the edge has been taken off, but they completely fascinate me, those ones. I don't know why. They're just, there's another one of those linen ones. Where did I put them? Over there. Here's another woven one. They're very pretty, these. There's the front. Look at that. Someone's actually woven those on a, I think from memory, they pin, you put all the pins out on the pattern and then you've got to weave it. This one's another pretty one. Look at that. That's a linen centre. And then someone's crocheted the edge around that. Here's a pretty, they get better. It's not just these. I've got some really big tray mats and things and stuff coming yet. So look at that one. Okay, here's another pretty one, a bit unusual. I love these. They're just so unique. Nearly every one of these crocheted ones are different. Like you get pairs and things, and sometimes you get a group of ones that are all the same or very similar, but there's also so much scope. You know, people would just sit down and crochet their own designs. I like this one. I think that's very pretty. I used to do that when I was learning. I'd just make it up as I went. I love this one. Look at that. Is that the back? Yes, there's the front. Oh, that's a linen, all hand embroidered, and then a needle woven lace on it. Beautiful. This is an unusual one. I don't think I've seen one like this before. I don't know what type of lace that is. I'll have to look that up. It's very pretty. There's a pair of these. These are very sweet. They've got those dimensional flowers. I like them. Sometimes I buy these just so I can salvage the flowers to put into other projects. So there's 2 of those. Then I've got, this one's pretty. Look at this. She's a bit threadbare too. Look at that. Beautiful embroidery. I'm not sure, that one might be on cotton. It's not quite, I mean, sometimes you can get these really fine linens that look very much like cotton, so sometimes it's hard to tell. This one's very pretty too. This is all hand worked. Look at that. That's linen. I can feel that that's linen. It's just a little square. I love that one with all the cut work. Oh, I love this one. It's crocheted. I'm thinking about keeping this one. I can't keep them all. Look at this. Isn't it divine? Ah, beautiful. Tray mat, I suppose. Pretty sure this is linen. Look at that. Is that lovely wide edge? This is a woven lace edge. It's not crocheted, but it's a very pretty one. It's got a bit of, it looks like a bit of a texture mark or something on there. Where's that? It might come out when I soak it. Can you see that mark there? So there's that one. Don't worry, they get better, guys. Here's another pretty little, I'm just looking for the front. Little crocheted one. This one looks like it's the same. There we go. There's 2 of them. Okay, what else have I got in here? Hold on to your hats. Look at this one. That would look beautiful in a needle book again. I got rid of a heap of these recently and then I kicked myself because I thought they're not too bad. Don't know what I'll do with that one. This one's pretty. Another, it's got a stain, I'll have to soak it. Look at that. Hand embroidered. Look at the shimmer in that embroidery. There's lavender sprigs here and roses and rosebuds. I've assumed they might be forget-me-nots. If that bloody dog comes over here, I will lose my noodle. There's a ridgeback next door and they've let him out. And he attacked my dog. Yesterday, oh, it's not the ridgeback, it's the French bulldog, and she's so tiny. She'd fit in the palm of my hand. It's okay, Bubby, they're not going crook at you. It's okay. Willow's freaking out thinking she's getting in trouble. Now, look at this beautiful little cottage garden scene. It's okay, sweetheart. It's not going crook at you, darling. It's okay. She's such a sensitive little... It's okay, baby. It's not going crook at you. It shouldn't be going crook at that little girl. Oh, she's so tiny. Yeah, this beautiful. This one's a bit... Very well loved, this girl. Look at that. That's a pretty one. I love this embroidery on this one. Look at... Oh. They're just divine. I can't. This is just painful. I want to keep them all, but I can't. Look at that. I think there's two of these. Two of that one. Is there another one there? Yep, here we go. There's two of that one. This one's... I don't know how to describe this one. When you see the back of it, you think, oh, this is going to be pretty. And the embroidery at the front's... How can I explain it? Rustic, maybe? It's a bit unusual. Look at it. It's very pretty when you look at it like that from a distance. But when you get up close, it's unusual. That's a pretty one. And then there's two of these. These need a good soak too. The embroidery's beautiful, and so's the crochet on them. So there's a pair of those. Oh, getting a cramp in my toe again. Man, that hurts. Oh, isn't that pretty? I don't know what sort of lace that is. I'll have to look that one up too. There's something going on behind me. Now I think there's a big one that matches this. Again, this is that similar, unusual embroidery. I'd say, I think I want to say rustic. But if you go back here, it doesn't look too bad. Then we've got, there's a pair of these. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They're just pretty, really, aren't they? There's two of those guys. No, wait, there's more. I'm definitely hanging on to this one for now. It's a supper cloth and it has, look at this, it's just got this ring of birds all the way around it. And then look at the edge. It's crocheted filet lace. She needs a bit of repair work done. But look at that. Absolutely beautiful, this girl. Hand embroidered. It's just this big ring of birds. It's beautiful. So I'm pretty sure that's cotton. That one could be linen. It's a bit hard to tell again. I think it's probably cotton. I really liked this. I hope someone else does, because I don't think I'll keep it in my collection. I like older ones, and she needs a good soak. This is is it a pinafore apron? Look at that tatting at the top. That's, you know, at the breastbone, I suppose. There's ties here that go, now these are quite long, so I'm assuming this crosses over behind the neck. Oh yes, there's loops on the waist, so crosses over and ties around the back of the waist. So it's got the bib, the waist. You see she needs a good soak. A couple of pockets. and then we come down to hand embroidery at the bottom. It's all in white work, hand embroidered. So you've got this spray of flowers in the center, and then there's smaller ones either side, and then we've got a beautiful tattered edge. Look at that. Someone's put a lot of work into this one. Beautiful tattered edge along the bottom. So I don't think that's as, I do collect aprons, but the ones I collect are usually like mid-century, and I think this is newer than that. This is more modern. So if anyone wants that one, I'll probably be listing that one. Oh, I'm undecided whether to hang on to this one or not, but it is divine. I think it's quite old. Again, I can't tell if this is linen or cotton. I want to say a really fine linen, but maybe not. It feels more like cotton. But look at this. We start with this needle woven lace edge, and then it's all cut work with these needle woven inserts. It's very delicate, and it's really hard for me to show you the full effect on this little camera that won't zoom out any further. But this is absolutely divine, this one. And again, I can't decide whether to move that one on or hang on to it. It needs a good soak. It's very discoloured. I do get a bit scared of soaking linens this old and this delicate, because as I mentioned earlier, sometimes when I soak these delicate ones, they disintegrate. This one feels like wool to me. It's a supper cloth. It's obviously been washed because see the fringing's gone clumpy. I reckon this is wool. I thought that as soon as I felt it, and then when I've had another good look, it's actually got, I saw it somewhere, it's got moth holes, so I think I might have been right. So there's some moth holes, but it's got these embroidered sprays on it. So I don't know, this one will probably be a salvage one, a reclaimed one. So yeah, I'll see how we go with that. It's got some holes in it. It's heavy. It's quite a heavy fabric, woven. I'm pretty sure it's wool, or it might be a linen wool blend. Yeah, it's quite heavy. Very heavy, in fact. Okay. This is stunning. I'm not going to hang on to this because it's not my jam anymore, but the embroidery is divine. It's a beautiful, beautiful linen, and it's got a hand crocheted edge on it. It's got, see the design on it? And that's all the way around. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning hand embroidery. The back is almost as good as the front. That's the back of the work. Look at that. It's divine. So a supper cloth, I suppose. It's not exactly a small supper cloth. I'd say it's probably a supper cloth because that's a quarter of it. This embroidery is stunning, and it's another quite heavy one. So yeah, I'm actually wondering if this is I might be wrong, but I'm wondering if it could be a Maori design. It reminds me of some Maori, I don't know. Let me know if you do know. It's very heavy, beautiful, beautiful linen, that one. Okay, now what do we have? Might hang on to this one because it's a little bit different to what I've seen before. It's a cut work, linen cut work, but I've not seen the roses like this, all done by hand. Again, not undecided, but I do like that one. This is a pretty, like a tray mat. Again, hand embroidered with some cut work. I think this one is a linen because of the slub in it. See, there's a nice slub here. The slub all the way through it. See the finest slub. Some beautiful embroidery and cut work on this one. she's got a bit of wear. See the wear there? A bit of wear here. So I don't know if this might be a reclaim or it's quite a few holes in it. But that's beautiful linen with some embroidery happening there. You okay, mate? Willow's still a bit distressed after that fellow went crook at his dog. So I'm still undecided whether to hang on to this one because I collect sandwich tray cloths. I think I've told you guys that. Sandwich tray cloth. This is another one I think I might hang on to. It's got a big honkin' stain though. Sandwich tray cloth. And again, I might go in there tonight and start uploading these and completely change my mind and just get rid of them all. I think this is very pretty. Look at this little sandwich tray cloth. Again, linen, hand embroidered, bit threadbare, lots of stains. Another sandwich tray cloth. Look at this one. A couple of these have got, it looks like colour run. I don't know if I can shift it. Look at that. I don't know what it is about sandwich tray cloths. I just love them. And I think they're great to put in that. Did you hear that? Those rosellas, they were eastern rosellas flying over then. I love the birds we get around here. These are great for the needle books as well. I love them. Look at this one. The embroidery is beautiful. Not my colours, but look at that. Very pretty. This is unusual. I've not seen... I assume this is for either a wedding gift or an anniversary gift or something. Look at that. Isn't it sweet? It's linen. Don't know what its purpose was, but it's very cute. Here's another sandwich tray cloth. Again, very fine, very delicate. I love them. I love sandwich tray cloths. This one's beautiful. I definitely am going to hang on to this one. Look at that. I have to stop doing that. They're not supposed to. And this, I think I told you I collect milk jug covers. Look at this one. Some of the ones I have in my collection, the milk jug covers, are threadbare. They'd disintegrate if I pick them up. This is a stunning sandwich tray cloth. I don't often see, I have seen some similar, but this one's got a lot more detail. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, there's more, guys. Here's another sandwich tray cloth. I love this one. She's got a bit of damage. Look at that. Linen again with the crochet. Okay, we're still going. Now I thought these would be fabulous to put in the needle books as pockets, and I'm even thinking I might make some more. Look at them. They're little baskets. Imagine that stitched into a needle book. Stitch the sides down and possibly stitch the handle down. Stitch it down around here and use that as a pocket. How cool is that? I think that's flippin' awesome. So I've got a few of those, and I'm even thinking I might make some more because I think they're really cool. Little crocheted cotton baskets. Some ladies sat there and just, oh man, my uncle used to do crochet. Okay. There's still more here, guys. There's a lot more here. And these ones are a bit harder for me to show you because they're larger. But I'm going to try. Okay. This is I suppose they're tray cloths or a dresser. Look at this one. Cross-stitched. She's had some... Oh, isn't that interesting? Look at this repaired that's been done. Can you see that? And we turn it over and it's got a band-aid on. Isn't that cute? I didn't notice that before. Is it the only one on there? She's got some rust stains. Some more holes there that don't have band-aids on. Well, that's really cute. I like that. This one's got a watermark. I wonder if I can get that out. Should come out. Very pretty. Look at this. Oh, big. Another tray cloth. Here's one of those machine ones. I think it goes with those ones I found earlier. This design's a bit different though. Yeah, it's machine embroidered. That's a very cute one, isn't it? I like that one. It's got a bit up the other end there. Here's another machine embroidered one. I haven't seen this design either before. That's a sweet one. A bit different. This is a collar. It's Battenberg. And I do have a collection of collars, so I don't know if this one will stay or not. I haven't decided. She needs a good soak and a good clean. But here we have a Battenberg collar. This one is definitely staying in my collection. I've been trying to get my hands on one of these for years, and I nearly squealed when I got this one. Look at it. Good morning. It's got beautiful little flowers, and then it's got the teacup, and you put your napkin in there. I love it. I love it. So I'm sorry guys, but I'm keeping that one. I picked this up because it's an unusual colour. It's very pretty, very fine crochet. It's not showing you on the monitor, but I don't know how to describe it. It's not yellow, but it's not green. It's a pretty pastel colour. And yeah, I don't know how to describe it. This is a very pretty linen pulled thread work. It's very pretty, that one. I like that one. Look at this one. This one's got some holes, but I think someone may fall in love with this one. Now, I think the main reason I don't want this is because it's on a cotton drill, not linen. It's just not my jam. Look at that. Although, imagine that in a textile collage or something. Look at that. It would match that reclaimed tablecloth that I had a few months ago. Same fabric and similar colours in the embroidery. Now this one's exquisite. It's monotone. The design's a bit unusual, but look at that. The linen is beautiful. The embroidery is exquisite, and it's got the prettiest, perfect little crochet edge on it. Let's see what the embroidery's like on the back, if it's as good. Look at that. If they hadn't have travelled here, which is a bit unavoidable, it would almost be a mirror. So that one is exquisite, that one, the work on that. Now this, I've never seen this before. This is really unusual. It's a tray cloth, or you know, a large doily sort of thing. It's on linen, but I think it's potentially bunker embroidery. Is it bunker? No, not bunker. What's the other one? Not bunker. When you see it, I just know what I think about it. I don't know if I love it or I hate it. Look at it. Isn't it incredible? It's fluffy. I just can't get over it. It's amazing. The back of it looks like almost like chain stitch. You can see the bird a bit clearer on the back. I'm sure this is the back of the work. Well, yeah, that's the back of the crochet edge. So, but I've just never seen anything like this before on a doily. So there's two of the birds. Look at them. I love it. I love it and I hate it. Okay, now I think there's a matching small one of these. This is very pretty. Look at that. Beautiful linen again. Beautiful, dainty little variegated edge. And some lovely embroidery. That's a pretty one. Now this one I actually had, oh no, it's a different design. I was going to say I had a design of this, but it's different. So I'll stop talking. Again, a beautiful quality linen. I would say that's a chrysanthemum. All monotone again, beautifully stitched. Another exquisite, it's actually the same edge as that other monotone one. It's the same, or very similar, isn't it? But it's very neat. The whole edge is so neat and consistent. Here's another monotone. Again, a beautiful, beautiful quality linen, and we have a hibiscus this time. Look at that. Beautiful. cross stitch with the hibiscus. Now this one, I also collect water lilies, but I'm not going to hang on to this one because it just doesn't do it for me. And I think there's a matching single one. Does that one match? No, it's a bit different. I guess it could potentially go with it. So that's the one we had earlier. And then I've got this one. That one up this end's pretty. Look at that. Look at how the sheen on that embroidery, on that satin stitch. Okay, next up. Again, this is lovely linen. The embroidery again's a little bit rustic on this one. It has some rust stains, and it also has what looks like paint. See the paint up here? Of course, I'll have to soak them all and see how they come up. I don't think the paint will soak out, but that's another pretty embroidered tray cloth. Then I've got a cross-stitched one. This one's pretty too. Again, beautiful linen, lovely cross-stitched roses, and a beautiful crochet edge. Look, like the work that goes into these is just amazing. I missed this one. Look at this lace, piece of lace. This one is amazing. It has so, I just don't know. This one might be a keeper. I don't know yet. You're ready for this? Look at that. Isn't it incredible? And then here's the other corner, but like they're big embroideries. It's got a pretty green crochet edge. That's amazing, that one. There's another one. I've got another one. Beautiful, beautiful linen again. These are just, all the linens are so different, but they're just gorgeous. This one's more open weave, the linen in this. Again, lovely embroidery. This one again's a bit rustic again, the embroidery style in this one. It's got a lovely hand crocheted edge on it. This one, next one's pretty. It's fuchsias, if you like fuchsias. Sorry, I keep knocking. Look at this. Look at these little guys. Little hand embroidered fuchsias on linen again. This actually feels like a wool blend, linen wool blend, this one. I think it's just linen. And then it's got a needle woven lace edge. A lot of these, when you'd bought them, especially I think Semco was big on it from memory, they'd actually come with these needle woven edges already on them, and all you had to do was the embroidered bit. Now this one is definitely staying in my collection because it's a native, Australian native. We've got the blue wren. They both look like they're males, I think. The flowers, none of the flowers are native flowers, but they definitely look like blue wrens to me. So that one's a keeper, I think. This one is beautiful. I really love this one. Again, she's a bit threadbare, but look at that, so fine and delicate. This next one, I think there's a single one that matches this, so this one, oh, I'm going to keep them all. I can't keep them all. Look at that, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I have another monotone coming up. This one's very pretty. Look at that. Beautiful. This is like the one I had, but the one I had was in completely different colours, but it wasn't squared off. It had a lovely scalloped border on it. The design's the same, different colours, different border, and when I got it, it was damaged, so I've used it in a lot of my projects. But it's the same design. Isn't that interesting? Another tray mat. Now there's a little one that matches this. This is another one I was thinking of hanging on to, but I don't think I will. I can't hang on to them all. But check this out. Wait till you see the little birds. Look at that. Look at the little birds on the water bowl thingy. It's I suppose a crinoline lady, if you can call her that, with her umbrella and her lovely big crinoline dress. There's some hollyhocks up the back there. So that one, it's an unusual shape, this one. It's got the two scallops at the top, and then it comes down to a very pretty. And then another beautiful, look at this. Oh, beautiful. They're just beautiful. I just don't know what else to say. Oh, I love this one. How many times do I say that? Oh, look at that. Look at those purple flowers. Oh, beautiful. The next one is little violets. Oh my goodness. Look. Oh, they're just stunning. I just can't. Oh, I'm hopeless. This is ridiculous. Oh, look, these match those other ones I really like. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I'm a shocker. I just want to keep them all. I can't keep them all. They have to move on. This one sort of matches too, but it's done in different colours. It's a different embroiderer because that's been embroidered differently, but it's the same design. Beautiful. This is one of those. Oh, this is a pretty one. Look at that. Another one. I think I've only got 2 left, guys. This is pretty. This one's got holes in it. Look at that. It's very threadbare. Look, there's a hole. Goodness gracious. And then this is the last, lucky last, I think. Another beautiful monotone one. So, these will be getting listed over the next few days. As I said, I'm still doing passes from last week. I pushed myself too hard and ended up collapsing again. I've got to stop doing that. I think I'm okay. I push, and then I just collapse in a heap. So the passes have slowed down a bit. I think I set myself unrealistic goals. That's the problem. Because I think, you know, I list stuff, and then when it's all over and done with, and I tidy it all up, I announce that, you know, your parcels will be in the mail in the next 2 days, 2 to 3 days. Realistically, I can't do that anymore. By the time I sort everything out again, cut the fabric pieces to size, I press everything again. Some of it, I've actually got some in there soaking again because, I mean, I did list them with stains on them, but I just don't feel right sending them out if I don't give it a good try, you know what I mean? So I've got some in soaking again. I don't want them to arrive unless I've done my best to make sure they're as clean as I can get them. These will all go into soak tonight, if I've got enough space to put them all in. And yeah, and then once I'm satisfied I can't get them any cleaner, same with the fabric. I cut everything to size with the fabric, and then with the fabric and the linens I fold them all as neat as I can, and then I try and sometimes it gets done as part of the folding process. I'm now trying to wrap them, especially the linens, in archival tissue paper, like acid-free tissue paper. And then once I've done that and organised, made sure that's all of that person's order, and I then try and wrap them in pretty packaging. So it takes me a hell of a lot longer than I always think it's going to take me, just to wrap everything up. So yeah, I think I need to be more realistic with myself about how long that process will take. Everyone so far has been great, very understanding, even though I've said I'm going to post them tomorrow, and I was hoping to have them done, mailed last Tuesday, I think. And here I am Sunday and they still haven't been done. I mean, I'm still folding and packing and packaging, and that's still happening. So, and then I thought today maybe I should hold off, say to everyone, do you want me to hold off? And if there's anything you want in this upload that I wasn't planning on until the end of the week, but it might be sooner, So we can do combined postage and save you guys some money. So that's another thing I'm thinking about now. I'm also thinking about making up some more. I've had some requests for some more kits. So needlebook kits and what were the other ones that were requested? I can't remember now. I think it's mainly just needlebook kits I was doing, isn't it? So hopefully I can try and get some of those together this week. There's just a lot. For someone who doesn't work, I tell you what, I always feel like I'm always busy these days. I have a friend who told me once you should never say that word busy, and not busy. I can't remember her reasoning behind that though. It's a negative thing to say busy. So I should be saying something like, I don't know, I'm occupied, preoccupied. I don't know, what can you say instead of busy that's more positive? So yeah, as I was saying, I've also got, I'm going backwards again. I'm all over the shop, guys, sorry. I've got all this wool. I've got lots of bits, and most of it's bits. Some of it's large bits. I've got all this wool. So I'm thinking, are any of you interested in me doing either wool packs? Now some of it's wool blanketing, some of it's wool suiting, and some of it's sort of in between. So I'm not sure, should I be making up some kits, or you know what I could do? I don't know if that's appropriate. I'm thinking out loud. Why did my screen just flash at me? Oh, I lost my connection. It wouldn't surprise me. It's been dreadful. So if I'm dropping in and out, oh crap, there goes my scissors. Oh, I still haven't put all that away. So anyway, yeah, I'm trying to work out how I can whittle down my wool collection because I can't take all that with me. And there seems to be so many blankets out there on the market at the moment. I'm not even going to list them as blankets. And as I said, most of them aren't complete anymore anyway. They're ones I've had for years, or ones that people have given me. Or you can't see this guy. I showed him yesterday, but look how pretty he is. Look at that. Now, through the monitor, you can see he's dark purple. When you're looking at it in real life, it looks black. It's stunning. So I picked that up the other day when I got some dog food. Now, while we're here, I want to show you some pieces from my personal collection. I think I showed these last week, so we might go over to these ones instead. I don't think I've shown you these yet. I think I showed those last week, or did I? I can't remember. I've got a dreadful memory at the moment. I've got a feeling I might have shown you these. All the stamped linens. I can't remember, guys. So this I bought a while ago. I think I've shown you this because I remember talking about it. It's an Adele Richards design. And when I was at Guild, I desperately wanted to do her workshop and I couldn't afford it because it was hundreds of dollars. This is years ago. Years ago. I think it was even, like, my kids were babies. So I've got a feeling I might have shown you those ones last week because I remember talking about that Adele Richards workshop. So I'll show you these instead. This is my private collection of doilies, tray cloths, I suppose. This is some of it. It's not all of it. This little white work one. This one I listed recently. No one was interested in it, but I love it. So she's gone into my stash. I like that one. Very Art Nouveau, I reckon. I've got a few of these. I hang on to these for, I reckon they'd be great pages or pockets in needle books. She needs a soak. I don't know what they were. They're not really big enough for napkins. They're not, yeah, I don't know. They're funny little things. This guy, I've soaked this one so many times, and see, someone's written on it on the back. I can't get that out. You okay, Buggy? I like this one. This is one I've had for a while. I just like the shape, and I reckon it would be good pages in a needle book. Again, this is why I hang on to these sorts often these days. I'm just having a drink, guys. I knew I'd be thirsty out here. I finished my coffee. I've kept a couple of these. I passed some of these on, but one of them was already deconstructed when I got it. So I've kept the medallions. I thought they'd be really cool to add to things. But yeah, I really like these mats. And again, I reckon these would be good pages in needle books. So I kept a couple of those. I've passed some on. This was one my daughter sent up. It was a Duchess set. And the large one, I don't know if it's here. The big one was threadbare. It had so many holes in it. I've still got it. It might be in my reclaimed pile, reclaimed linens. And I've got one of these in that needlebook I showed you earlier as well. The yellow, the Tilda. This is another one she sent me recently that I thought would be good for needlebooks. This one I've had for a while. I can't remember if I got this from my cousin's shop or not. Sandwich tray cloth. Again, these guys, I like these. I got rid of them initially because I thought, oh, they're mass produced, they're machine stitched. They're not machine stitched, they're all hand embroidered. And I just got rid of my whole collection of these, and now I'm starting to think maybe I should keep some because they're not bad. This one I've had for a while. I thought it would be good. I don't know. Some of these I've had since I was a teenager. Some of them were my grandmother's. Some of them I collect as I go along. I had this one for a while. There was 3 of these. I've put one in another Tilda needlebook in the pink one. It's got a house on it. It was just a set of 3, and I think I put one in a kit. This is another little sandwich tray cloth, but the applique is lifting on that leaf there. So yeah, don't know if I can repair it or not. This is a machine stitched Duchess set, this one. But it's very pretty, and look, there's stains on that too. This is one of the issues when I store, I don't know if it's the way I store them, or because when I soak them, I don't put them out in the sun. Now apparently they need to be exposed to the UV rays when they're drying to make sure you remove a lot of those stains. You're hooked up in my finger line. Don't break those new branches off, chicken. Come back here, Bubba. Come on. Come on. Yeah, so I've got those. Come on, baby. This is a table runner, and it's very threadbare too, and I've been hanging on to this one for ages. Not sure why. I like the butterflies. I don't know. It's another rustic one. This is another one. A lot of these, especially the smaller ones, I've thought, oh, they would be good in needlebooks. So yeah, they've either come from my stash downstairs, or this one came from a lady's place in Newcastle. She let me go through her collection. Now this lady has, I think she told me, over 10,000 doilies. She used to do the markets, and I remember her coming to Guild years ago too to sell. She sells all sorts of haberdashery and linen, and she let me go through hers before Christmas, and she's given me a private number so I can make arrangements to go and look at more. But this one was one of hers, and it was so stained. Nearly all of her linen is very, very stained. I don't know if it's because that's how she's come across it, or it's because she's dragged everything around to the markets for years and years and years. And as you can imagine, moving them in and out, people, and I remember she was always very good. You could pick things up, you could look at them, you could touch them. It was never an issue. I'm talking 30 years ago I first saw her at the markets. And how I stumbled across her recently is very interesting. So, and I was surprised that she recognised me. And as soon as I saw her, I thought, oh my gosh, it's the lady from the markets. But anyway, this was one I picked out, and I thought it was absolutely divine, but it was nearly brown, and I didn't know if I could rescue it. And I am tonight. I bought a handful from her that day, and they were all heavily stained. This one was so stained you couldn't see the colours in the cotton. It just looked like a sort of yellowy, off-whitey, browny sort of piece of linen. So I was stoked when it turned up like this. I had no idea it was green and pink. And the other thing is I felt her linen, for the condition it was in, was a little bit expensive because it all needs a lot of work. So yeah, I don't know if I'll go and get more or not. I don't know at this stage. I think I got that one from her. But I need to go back to my cousin's shop. She sells a lot. She's got baskets, and I've only been through one basket. And some of her linen's a bit stained as well. She doesn't wash them up. She doesn't have time. She's a flat chap. So I want to get some more from her. Hers are very reasonably priced. I avoided her shop for ages. There's a hole, it's very threadbare. Avoided her shop for ages because I thought it would be really expensive, and it's not. She's very, very reasonably priced, and her shop's in West Wallsend. So if any of you are local, she owns, she's actually my dad's cousin, not my cousin, so she's my second cousin. She owns Former Glory Emporium, and she has some absolutely glorious vintage pieces in there. She's got some beautiful, beautiful vintage tins from the 1920s that I absolutely fell in love with, but I think they're a bit too big. They were, and they're a little bit out of my price range, some of them, which is okay. That's my issue, not hers. But some of them were big, like almost as big as these tubs, and I just didn't think they were appropriate for putting together little kits and things. These are really interesting. Interestingly, I found this one at this second-hand shop last year, and I thought, oh, that's unusual, I'll buy that. Was it that one? No, it might have been this one I found first. I found this one. And then I went back a few days later, and like I go right through their stock that's out on the shelf, right? And it was only one piece out. A few days later, I found this one. I thought, oh, I reckon that'd match that other one I got the other day. So I picked it up. We're talking last year this happened. 6 months later, months later, the manager actually let me go at the back this day to look in the stuff up the back. And you're stuck, baby. I'm going to have to go and get her. She's hooked on my finger line. Months later, the same shop, I found this one. So I thought, how flippin' cool is that? I found a 3-piece set on all different occasions. It's a little bit, I don't know if it's been sewed. See, the colours are a bit different, but it's the same design, same crochet, same. This sandwich tray is very threadbare. Look at that. Very thin, that one. This is another one of those ones I was talking about. I thought I'd put it in. Oh, it's another one. Must have had 4 of them. Because the other one's got a little house on it, a little cottage, and then there was another one that had orange flowers on it. So there must have been 4 of them. I thought there was only 3 in the set. Here's another sandwich tray cloth. That's the back, I think. I can't tell without my glasses on. This is that other one, or is it? No, it's different again. Another filet lace sandwich tray cloth. This is a cute little sandwich. See, again, I can see stains on these out here. When I've washed them inside, I can't see them. So I don't know if I just can't see them inside or if they're reappearing while they've been stored. This one came in a kit from Beck, I think. Was it this one? Oh no, this is the cushion cover. And look, it's even got a French laundry tag on it. So I was very excited to find that one. I got something similar to this in a kit from Beck ages ago. Oh, she's got herself unhooked. This is one of the ones I got from my cousin's shop. Aren't they divine? I've got a couple of these in the big vintage cutter quilt that I bought from Beck ages ago from America. I've got some of that in one of them, in that one. Another machine embroidered one. Sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted with Willow. She's gone all the way down the other end of the railing. I've got 2 of these. I had more of these and I moved them on because I didn't think I'd use them, but I've decided I really like them. And this guy too, I'm always on the lookout for these applique pieces, and I rarely come across them, very rarely. So that's another one in my collection. This is a pretty little, now did I decide? No, it's hand embroidered. Isn't that cute? I really like these ones, so I've hung on to some of these. I've moved a lot of them on. They're all hand embroidered, all cut work. But yeah, I hang on to them every now and then. Another one of these guys. So again, these ones I'm showing you now are my personal collection that I keep, that I use for projects, and another sandwich tray cloth. And sometimes if I get another piece that I absolutely adore, I might rotate and put the absolutely glorious piece in this box and then move another piece out and move it on, if that makes sense. I think I got these two from Nairi. I think those two. This one might have been from Nairi too, I can't remember. But I liked it because it was unusual and I thought it would make a good page in a needle book. So far it hasn't worked in any that I've auditioned it in, but I thought that would make a good page. I suppose it could also make a good pocket in a needle book. This one I've hung on to because it's just pretty and I thought I'd use it in something. Isn't that glorious? I've had this one for years. I think these next two were from Nairi as well. I think I bought these from her a while ago. Very pretty little embroidery. This one's on an unusual fabric, but it's very pretty. Look at that. I think I got that from Nairi from memory. And these two were from Nairi as well. They're very cute, a bit unusual. All hand embroidered. Oh no, machine embroidered, sorry. I had a couple of these. I've got one of these in one of my needle books I'm doing at the moment. I think I counted 8 the other day, but I thought I had 13 needle book kits that I'd pulled together for myself. It's a bit greedy, isn't it? This is a pretty little white work linen. These ones are cute. They'd be handy for something. I like this one. I can't remember where I got this one from. It's very pretty. A lot of these I collect just because of the colours. The colours are a bit unusual. You're stuck on there again. You just got yourself off, you silly goose. I hope you're not breaking off all those new branches. My poor finger lime. I thought it had carked it. I've had it for years, and all of a sudden a few months ago it just died. All the branches, like occasionally a whole side will just die off. Apparently that's what they do. And that's okay. I just leave it for a while and then prune it back and then it'll shoot again. But this time, nearly the entire shrub just died back and I panicked. I thought it's dead. I've killed it. So I gave it a really hard prune, and in the last week it's just starting to sprout all these new shoots again. So I don't want to lose it because it's a champagne, pink champagne finger lime. They're very hard to get. They're worth a small fortune. I bought it years ago as a tiny little plant, and I usually get fruit off it every year. I've moved a lot of these on too. I suppose they were coasters. This one's cute. That's actually hand stitched, I think, too. I had 3 of these, but I've used them in embroideries and kits. They're pretty. I've had this cute little one for ages. I just keep moving it around thinking, what do I do with that? I love it. I think that's why it just keeps getting moved around, because I love it so much. And I had quite a few of these, and I've moved most of these on as well, but I do love them. I just thought, there's no way I'm going to use all those. I had a huge one. Someone bought it recently. It was huge. I have put one in a needle book previously. I've only got 3 left. How about that? I thought I had a few more than that. I had heaps of them. This little lavender and rosebud ones that I've had for ages. This one I've had. This is one of the first pieces I got. This was a trio, a Duchess set. I don't know what happened to the other 2 pieces. But yeah, this is one of the first pieces I got as a teenager. I've had this one for years. A butterfly. It's got a pretty flouncy edge on it, that one. This one might have been another one from Nairi. I can't remember now. I should have kept a record, not that it really matters. Well, it does, because I don't want to sell hers. I don't want to use them in projects. So there's 2 of these. I forget, and then I change my mind. My taste changes, and there's 2 of these with the rosebuds. Another sandwich tray cloth. Did that one come in a kit from Beck? I can't remember. I don't think it did. I think this is another one from Nairi though. So I like the colours in that one. Here's another pretty whitework one. I like that one. And this one, this came from that place where the lady took me in the back shed. And the only reason I bought this is because it just pulled at the heartstrings. This is a placemat, okay? And you can see it's very worn. There's holes, it's threadbare, look at it. But it's monogrammed. GH. So GH, I assume it was the husband, because this is how my grandparents used to do theirs. Nan would cook for Pop, and he'd sit out in the lounge room with his little meal tray and eat his dinner before she was settled down for the night. She'd do all the housework and whatnot. But I'm assuming, I reckon, this is what I imagine anyway, this was the husband's with his monogram on it. It's all linen, but it's very threadbare, and there's a matching napkin. So yeah, the only reason I keep this is because it just pulls at the heartstrings, and I love it. I'm silly sometimes. Here's another whitework one. It's folded in half. Obviously, a lot of these are, because I don't have a lot of space there to show you. Another whitework. This one's very delicate. Look at that. Beautiful. Another whitework. Like, I'm going to be going all night here, really. It's only this, but there's a few in there. Another whitework one. Some of these are so fine. This one's got a really chunky embroidered edge. I feel like they've used candle wicking cotton or crochet cotton or something, but I just love it. Look at it. Very cute. Another, look, I've got all these little pretty little white, this one I really like, but I can't budge the stains on it. Oh, see, if I look at that straight at it, I can't see any stains on it. I look at it through the monitor and I can see stains on it. Look at this cute little one. I've hung on to it for ages. Another linen. I'm starting to see things now. I keep thinking there's stains all over that, and then I look again and they're not there. A few of these guys. More of these cutwork ones. I love these. They're all hand embroidered. These. Look at that. Look at that embroidery in there. They're glorious. I think I've got 2 of those. And again, I'm hanging on to these for needle books. I think they'd be great in needle books. I think this is one I got off Nairi. It's a funny little, we didn't know what it was. It's a funny shape. Can you see the shape of it? It's sort of not symmetrical. It does open up. I reckon it was a teapot cover. It's threadbare, but it's just an awkward shape. And that looks like a sugar bowl or cream or something. I reckon it's a sugar bowl. So that could have been a teapot cover. I don't know. I just liked it. I'm a bit of a sucker for odd ones. So are you stuck again? This is a napkin. I had a few of these and I moved them all on except for this one. I thought I'd keep one with a nasturtium. I actually grow nasturtiums. I've got all different colours. This is a bit of linen, again a tray mat, but it's very mottly, and at first I thought it was stained, but well, that looks like a stain there, doesn't it? But you look at the other side and it just looks like a mottly fabric. You're not really stuck. You just got yourself out of it again. I think I've had this one for years. I can't remember now. Geez, I should keep a bit of a record. A little pillowcase, little baby pillowcase. This is another pillowcase, I think. Look at the stains on it. See, I can see so much out here that I can't inside. Is it another pillowcase? Yeah, another little pillowcase. This, I love this one. Look at this. This is quite heavy, this linen. It's all hand embroidered. Beautiful. Look at that. Perfect. This is another favourite. That might have come in a kit from Beck. I can't remember. This one's pretty. I'm losing light here, guys. Another one of those from my cousin. I love them. Absolutely love them. I don't know. I've got every now and then I think I've shown you guys all this. And I think no, I haven't, because I've been thinking about it for ages. This is one my daughter sent me recently, and she really wanted me to keep this in my collection because she thought it was so unusual. I've got a brown one, similar. It's got the puff, the padded. Aren't they cute? So I'm going to hang on to that one. I thought this would be great in a needle book. I'm fixated on these bloody needle books at the moment. This one's a table runner, but look at that. It's beautiful. It's another one I've hung on to for ages. It's got a hole in it. Look at that. It's threadbare. This one's beautiful. Not my colours, but look at it. I feel like I've said this before. I reckon I've shown you these. I don't know. My memory's dreadful. But look at that. Absolutely stunning. It's a big one, that one. This one I've had for years and years and years. Might have been my nan's, this one even. I've had it for so long. This one's pretty, but it's got a funny border on it. So look, they've done all this beautiful work, and it's got this funny, it's just hemmed with this funny, I don't know. I wouldn't have done that, but they've just put so much work into the middle of it and then done that funny little thing on it. This one I've had for a few years. Some of them have still got price tags on them, which I find funny because I've had them for years. Look at that. Fans. I've seen this one around before, but in different colours, and I much prefer these colours. They're pretty colours. This one's beautiful. How many times do I say that? I've actually got, I think it's this design that someone stitched, and I've just got to do the crochet edge. I think it's the same design. Is it my little bluebird collection again? Not that I've got many. So bluebirds is one thing I collect. The Australiana. This is another one I've had for years and years and years and years. Isn't it beautiful? It's got a stain on it. Look at that. Very yellow stain. Years and years and years I've had that one. This one's very pretty. I've had this one for years too, I think. I keep thinking there's a little one that matches with this, but I can't find it, so I must be imagining things. It's very pretty, that one. This one my aunt sent over recently. She can't remember if my grandmother stitched it or my great aunt, but I need to keep this one. She didn't care, but I want to keep it. Look at it. It's the young lady with her beautiful gown on and the little Scotty dog. So yeah, I like that one. That one's a keeper, as long as I remember. This one I picked up last year for 50 cents, and I thought it was machine stitched, and I got it out the other day to have a good look at it, and it's all done by hand, and it's so fine. Not something I'd normally pick up, but it's a beautiful piece of linen. It's a beautiful piece of embroidery, and I decided to keep that one. This one's very pretty. I think the neighbours are next door over the hedge trimming, and Willow knows they're there, so she's trying to get in there. Look at that. Beautiful. This one's a tea cozy, this next one. It's very pretty, isn't it? Some more monotone. Very pretty. I just love them. Another one of these. This one I really like. I'm not sure why, but look at that. All done by hand. Of course, most of these are folded in half, don't forget. Beautiful. And this one I love. I don't know where it came from. I've had it for years as well. But look at this. Beautiful. Exquisite. I nearly put it in a needle book recently and then I'm like, I can't. I've got to keep it. I love it. Might go in one of the ones I keep for myself. And this one, again, I covered these because I find it really difficult to find these. I think this is one I've had for years and years. Absolutely gorgeous, and there's two matching. So Ash, my daughter reckons that these are either from my grandmother's, we can't remember, or she did remind, well, I can't remember. She did tell me when I was very sick years ago, my second husband used to buy me a lot. He was very generous with his money. He used to buy me gifts all the time. That's because he was having an affair, but he used to buy me some beautiful, she reminded me he used to buy me some beautiful linens. This one's birdies. There's a 3-piece. It's interesting, as I'm destashing my house, I'm finding things. I found a handbag that he bought me that was $900. And I said to my kids, $900. He said to me, you know, you like that, I'll buy it for you. And he'd just go and buy it. I can't even imagine. I won't even pay $19 for a handbag these days because I think that money can go elsewhere. And if I need a handbag that desperately, I'll make one. Mind you, it's a stunning handbag. And to be fair, if I still had that sort of money, I'd be buying more of them. Although that company's out of business now, but this is another one that I've had for years. Another Duchess set. These ones I think came from that lady in town that were all heavily stained, but I thought that was gorgeous, and it came up same as this one. I think I got these ones from her as well. This one, I love the water lilies. And this one was a trio. I've put one of these, haven't attached it yet, but I've got one auditioning in a needle book at the moment of one of these small ones. Oh, my foot's cramping again. So yeah. Oh man, that really hurts. Sorry guys. Oh, I've been leaning on the ball of my foot and it cramps up terribly. I don't realise I'm doing it until it starts to hurt. There's another pretty little one. Just some of these are just so pretty, you know. I've had these for years, I think, from memory. That one. I like that one. This one I've had for years. This was a Duchess set, and one of these, the larger one, disintegrated. It was so thin and threadbare, it just basically fell apart years ago. And then the matching one to this started to do the same, and I used some of this in some of the old style mixed media textiles I used to do. And I also used some on I used to do those meditations, morning meditations. So I used the other one on one of those, but this is what I've got left, and I've had them for years. These I adore. I think I got these from that lady in town. Oh my gosh, now my other foot's cramping. I haven't had cramps like this for years. Oh man, that hurts. It's right in my toes. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh man, alive, it hurts. And it's another water lily. Oh man. Holy cow. I've still got a feeling I've shown you guys these before. There's a pair of those. I think this is from that lady in town again. Oh look, I found another one of these. I thought I'd used 2 of them. I must have only used 1. The one I used was full of holes. I used one in a project I did, half of it, and then the other half I put in a needlebook kit. Isn't that one pretty? It's very fine, that one. I like this. I love the blue and white. That one's getting a bit threadbare, that one. And this, I love this. It's a bit threadbare too. When I was growing up at my great uncle's house, we used to go there over weekend for Sunday dinner or Friday, because we used to go to Nan's on Sundays for roast dinner. I can't remember. We used to go there regularly. And there was I can't remember, I think it might have been a tea towel, I can't remember. It was hanging on the wall in the dining room, the blue willow. And I've never forgotten that pattern because it was always in there. This is one of my first, recent, when I've gone digging, I found more Australiana pieces. I think I got this from Nairi recently. So that's another in my Australiana collection. This one's very cute and it's a bit threadbare too. Look how fine that bluebird is. It's more like a swallow really, isn't it? A blue coloured swallow. This one I've had for years. Isn't it pretty? I like these unique shapes. It's going to take me hours to pack all this away, you realise? I should be packing orders. I always forget how long it actually takes me to go through this. Oh, come on. This is another tray cloth. And we turn it over. We've got another little cottage. I love little cottages. I'm getting a bit biased towards those two now, aren't I? Here's another lady. Got a few of these now too, don't I? That's a cute one. I've got a feeling I've got a plumber's crack happening again, so anyone that's coming down the street, I can feel a bit of a breeze there. I just pulled my shirt down. This pretty one. Oh, and these, I adore these. I think I keep saying, I think I've shown you these before. I searched for some of these for years, and I'm just starting to find some. It needs another wash by the looks. Look at that. I think they're absolutely divine, these things. Little pouch for your hankies. This one, oh, I love it. Serviettes. Now that, I looked at that symbol. That's the symbol for the Scout movement, I believe. So I don't know if one of the Scouts might have done that for one of their badges. I reckon it's old though, and girls have only been allowed in the Scouts in more recent years, haven't they? Here's another breakfast tea, like, what do you call it? Tray mat? That's only half of it, obviously. I love the ones with the... This one doesn't have the pocket, unfortunately, so when I came across that one today with the pocket, I was so excited. I see people with them, I think, oh, I would love one of those. Was my grandmother's, even though it's machine stitched, it's absolutely divine. And she used to keep her hankies in it. It's linen. So yeah, that one was my grandmother's, so that one's definitely a keeper. This one's got, I think it's got colour wash on it, colour run, because it's sort of a blue colour, but look how beautiful it is. Very pretty. And this one was down in my cave of textile treasures that I haven't seen for years, and I'd forgotten I'd bought it. I still can't remember buying it. And again, it's another one my daughter thinks that my husband bought, but it's so unusual. I've never seen anything like it. And it's got fishes on it. Look at it. And it's pastel, and it's just so pretty. I love it. Look at that. It's on the other side. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at them. Just look at them. They're divine. And then there's so it's a little Duchess set. It's got wax on there. I wonder if I can get that out. And then, yeah, aren't they amazing? I love those. I don't have any memory of them. I've had this one for years. I think this might have been my grandmother's. Look at it. For shoes, it's divine. A linen pouch that's been hot. Look at the back. That's the back of the embroidery. That's the back of the work. Isn't it incredible? I love that. I've got a shoe shine one in there too. It started to fall apart, so I was going to fix it. That one's very pretty. This one, my daughter sent me this one recently, but look how gorgeous it is. There's no embroidery on it, but this is all hand crocheted and it's just divine. Listen to those bloody cockatoos. If they fly over too low and they call out, it just, you think your eardrums are going to rupture. One of them got me yesterday and oh my gosh. Here's another one of these. I think the rest of these I've had for years, but I'd forgotten about them. And it was such an exciting time when I unearthed them recently down in the cupboard. I haven't seen them for years. Look at that. It's absolutely stunning. Beautiful. This one's pretty too. Look at that. There's a stain on it there. It's linen. It's absolutely gorgeous. I just, love them. They're so pretty, these ones. Look at them. Ashley reckons these are the ones my husband bought me years ago because they were downstairs. Some of them had, for one, the prices on them were crazy. And considering if he bought them for me, I can't remember if he did or if they were my grandmother's, because my grandmother had some that her friend had given her. If they were from the husband, the prices on them were incredible, considering that they would have been purchased more than 15 years ago. For one of these, some of them had over $30 on them for one. It was crazy. So I'm assuming if they had prices, they must have come from him, because Nan wouldn't have had prices on them, would she? So here's another Duchess set. Absolutely glorious, these guys. And then I think this is the last of them for now. So most of these are ones I've had for years and years and years. Look at it, look how beautiful they are. Look at the back of it. It's amazing. But what's interesting with this one, which I've just noticed, see how this person's done the cross stitches so they're not touching? All the other ones you see, they're touching. But I was just thinking, why does that look so good? It's because those cross stitches don't touch. Isn't that interesting? Something to remember if you're ever doing a cross stitch one. So guys, I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 piles of linen out here that I need to pack up and move inside and finish packing all those orders. It's starting to get dark and cold, and Willow's getting a bit impatient. She's getting cold. So I think it might be time to say goodnight, guys. This is a huge video, this one. I think it's gone for over 2 hours, which I never plan on doing. But I hope you enjoyed watching that. Most of the first half will be listed in the next few days, unless I decide to do some kits, which is very time consuming. But I just thought it was easier to try and show you guys on here, so if anyone wants to have a look before I list them, you get an idea of what's going to come. Don't forget, all of this recent stuff is my personal collection. It won't be getting listed. And yeah, once again, thank you so much to the ladies who have sent quilting fabrics for the quilters group that are donating the made quilts to the people in need. I will put those details in this. It takes hours to upload, so I'll go off and do some more packaging and do some things, and then hopefully, if I don't remember tonight to put the information in, I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for joining me. I will endeavour to upload the information about the quilting donations if anyone wants to donate any more materials. I'll put the information up about the shops I've bought some of this stuff from. Most of it's come out of my cupboards, but yeah, that's all I can think of at the moment. Again, thank you so much for being with me. thank you for watching. Sorry for just knocking that stand there. If you're interested in any of this stuff that I will be listing, it will be on my Instagram account at Gladys and Maud Unearthed. I want to hang on to all of it, but I can't. I have to pay the bills. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'm just noticing my avocado tree is looking very thirsty. The mango looks okay, but the avocado is a bit crook, so I'm going to have to go and give it some water. Even though it's the middle of winter, everything's drying out ridiculously. I've got so much to do here, it's crazy. I don't know where to start. Anyway, thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know what else to say. I keep thinking I'm missing something. Thank you for joining me. If you've got any questions, as usual, pop them in the comments below. Don't do it until the video is uploaded because it disappears. If you've commented through this and I haven't responded, I apologise sincerely. I haven't seen them all. I saw Kathleen pop up. Oh, it's a beautiful girl. Yeah, she's come up the stairs to say hello. Ready to go inside because you're cold, aren't you, baby? Yeah. Can you hop up here to say hello to the people? Up here? Yeah, Bubba. I don't want you to see how untidy my front door is at the moment. Hop off there, you silly goose. Come over here and say hello to the people. Not underneath, Mama. I can't get you there. It's okay, you silly Billy. All my recycling's at the front door to take down to cash in, and she's just knocked some of the cans over. Now I'm getting bruised legs from her tail wagging. Okay, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. Good night. I've got to go. Got to pack up. Got to take this stuff in. Got to finish these orders. Got to. So thanks again. Always takes me so long to say good night or goodbye or sign off or whatever. I'm going to go because I'm just going to do this forever. So thanks again. I'll see you next time.